Hello 2022. Hello 2022. So weird to say. So weird to say. We did in 2021 over, this is, ready for this? Over 400 videos. Over 400. Yeah. My coffee's a little cold, so that's disappointing. And not all of those videos, of course, were product reviews. Most of them were product reviews. Some, of course, that we bought ourselves. Some, of course, that were sent to us by a lot of companies. And we did a lot of just other ones, like we got into vlogs and moto vlogging stuff and some training and news and all that kind of good stuff. And that's what we're going to continue this year. But today, I feel like I got a hair somewhere that's getting in my eyes. But today, we're going to talk about five-ish things that we in the house, we actually reviewed, that we actually just use like all the time, because we get so many things, and you know, it's not as if we use all of them. Some of them were like cool, but let's talk about headphones. I get more headphones than anybody should ever possibly have. And it's really all about, you know, giving you guys options and letting you know what I think. Do I need that many? No, but maybe there's one that I particularly like. And I'm not talking about that today, because that didn't make my top 5-ish. We're gonna talk about the 5-ish things that I got in 2021 that I use pretty much daily, and that's coming up. Oh yeah, hold on. New logo. Okay, so number one, I'll say this is number one, but I don't even know if it's number one. It kind of is, I guess. And that's the new iPhone. This is my new iPhone right here, iPhone 13. And for those of you that actually watched my videos in regards to this, you know, I was back and forth in regards to whether I wanted to upgrade from the 12 Pro to the 13 Pro. I gave myself that 2-week window to see if it was something that I thought was worth that extra bit of money to buy. Of course, this was bought by me, not sent to me by anybody. This was bought by me, and I ended up deciding to go with it. Not to say that the 12 Pro or the 11 Pro or any of that are not good. This is just a bit better, and for someone that is getting into doing more vloggy style videos, especially coming up this year, this is definitely a camera, phone, all-in-one device that you just have with you all the time, right? So because of that, I figured I might as well get whatever is the best one for me out there. And because I'm so involved, I'm so just shrouded in the Apple ecosystem, that it would be really, really difficult, I think, for me to have as my primary phone something that's not an iPhone. I'd love to be able to try more Android phones. So if you're an Android company that wants to sway me, I have no problems carrying 2 phones around. Just saying, right? But you know what? I use this camera a lot. So that's number one. Is it something that you care about? I don't know. And I'll say it's kind of number one, but to me, a smartphone is kind of just an obvious choice. Whatever your preference is, right? Androids, iPhone, whatever. Okay, so number two. We're probably going to have more than 5, actually. So that's why I said 5-ish. And number 2 would actually be these fellas. The Insta360 gear. Now, the Insta360 gear in itself has been out for a while. Even these cameras, right, the One X2, and this is the Insta360 Go, I believe actually came out in 2020. Now, I only got these cameras this year. I actually only got them about a month or so ago. And I've had the Insta360 One. I've had the Insta360 One X. I have the Insta360 R. These ones are just additions. And honestly, you know what? If you're looking at getting into an action cam, if you're looking at getting into something that's just a little different, really gives you a lot of creative options, these are really cool. I am going to be doing a whole bunch, actually probably a whole bunch more videos in regards to these two fellas, because there's perks and negatives to both of these, right? Workflow, how much time and investment and involvement you need to actually get this stuff to do what you kind of want it to do, especially if you're going to be editing with it, and not just, shooting and sharing. You want to actually put some time in it. These take a bit of time. And, if you're looking at spending X amount of money, you may not want or may not be able to budget for them both. So kind of which way do you want to go? Or maybe you should go in a completely different direction anyways, right? So whole bunch of things to just kind of ponder about. But for me, I've been using this little guy ton since I got it. And this one as well. Especially, I use these cameras especially a lot when it's riding season, or you're doing anything that you just kind of want to set up and kind of forget about it and let it just do its thing, because you can deal with it later, which is why I really, really like this too. So again, if you have any questions on the Insta360 gear at all from their different cameras, right? The 1R, the X2, the Go, let me know, and we'll possibly do some quick follow-up videos in regards to them, because really good. Next one, cameras again. So the top three really are camera range, they're cameras. Cameras, that's what they are. And I bought this fella here. This is the Sony ZV-1. And I love this little camera. It's a fantastic little camera. It's not overly expensive. If you want to get a nice upgrade in quality, without spending a lot of money to start with, then the ZV-1 actually is a great little option. It's really light. You can put a microphone on it. It gives you a flip out screen. Image quality is great. You get a really nice 4K with like eye tracking, and the focus is fantastic. I use this camera for vlogging. This is my go-to vlogging camera, because I like the weight. It is fantastic. The second kind of part of this, and I wanted to say that this one is kind of all together, is this fella that's shooting right up here, right? This, you guys, and I'm just going to use this as a, see how fast it even focuses? Now, both of these cameras, this one as well, this is the ZV-E10, which is up here, and it's my top-down camera, and this was my top-down camera for well, that was the reason I bought it, actually, just because I wanted it for that. But I'm trying to get into having some cameras just sit in spots permanently. And because I like to use this one for vlogging, because it's light, this one is perfect. This one up here is perfect. The ZV-E10 for doing, of course, this top down, because it has all the different modes and resolutions and stuff that you could ever want for this, right? It's fantastic. I think it's a fantastic little camera. I don't know, as you guys may have seen in a video I put up before, how easy it is to even get one of these now, because Sony has kind of halted, I believe, production of these. So I love it though. It's great. And you know what? It's a little bit of an upgrade from the ZV-1. And the big reason is bigger sensor. You get an APS-C sensor, so if that's important to you, it's cool. As well as you have the option for interchangeable lenses, which is also nice. You gain a little bit of weight, but you have to kind of figure out where the handoff is. For me, I just bought both of them. And yes, I bought both of them. My own's money. Yes. So I do like this one. Now, item number four, which kind of goes along with this guy here, is from Ulanzi. You guys will see that here, right? Is this little wide angle lens. So this little lens is on this camera 90% of the time. 90% of the time it's on this camera, and it's a little wide. It's just a screw on. You can see it just screws on here, right? You put a little mount on here. It's like a sticky mount, and it's good. You can take it off if you don't want it. You know, just kind of unscrew it here. There's your normal lens, right? Or if you do need it, you put it on. Again, have it on there and almost never take it off. Because, again, as a vlogging camera, one of the issues I had, even though I have fairly long arms, is that it just wasn't quite wide enough. So this is one of these little attachments, little accessories for the ZV-1 that I think is a requirement. You need to have it if you're going to be doing vlogging, because you need to get that camera out there, right? And any kind of extra width that you can get, super useful, especially if you're going to be using any of the internal stabilization features, because it does crop in. So you need to be able to get that out further. So the Ulanzi, I think these are the only guys that make this wide. Super good. It's super good. You know, what more can I tell you? Super good. I love it. And that's it for my camera love. My camera love this year. I bought some other cameras, the Canon EOS-R, which I like. It's good, and I will use that as my kind of my photo camera. But I think these are the ones that I get the most use from, which is kind of funny, right? You would expect the more expensive one, but no. I use this one. I use these a lot, daily, pretty much. Now, outside of camera gear, a few things that I use a lot. And number one is because of the season we're in, heated gear, especially heated jackets. And I got 2 heated jackets this year, both from KemiMoto. They were sent to me. And ever since it started getting cold, so down to that, like, you know, I'll say in Celsius, you know, +3, +4 or colder, I've been using these jackets daily. I have the one that's a little more late fall, early winter. And then, of course, I have one that's the puffier jacket, which is going to be from 0, -5-ish, colder. And so I've had the opportunity to wear both of these jackets. The actually late fall to early winter jacket is probably the one that I've been wearing the most because of our weather that we've been having here. It's kind of been sitting in that temperature. So good. It's so good. I have nothing but compliments and positives to say about both of those jackets. You know, it's the great heat, even without the heater, just the jackets by themselves. I would say 70% of the time, maybe even 80% of the time, I'm actually wearing those jackets with none of the heating functionality turned on, none of the battery stuff even enabled. The jackets themselves are just plenty warm. So, you know, you add that, if it gets a little colder, then you get a definite win, right? You want to make sure that the jacket or whatever heated gear you're getting is warm without the heated element in it. The heated element's just like gravy, right? We all love gravy, but gravy by itself just doesn't make a lot of sense, you know? And some may argue that just a bowl of gravy and a straw is good. And I'm not going to deny that. It could be. It could be. I don't even remember what number that was. Was that 5? Well, I got 2 more. 2 more that I use. 2 more that I use. Now, for those of you that watched my end of 2021 video, you kind of heard me talking about how I had a continual headache for... continual, I had it for like a full day, and I mean like a full 24 hours at full migraine level. So, and for those of you that have experienced a migraine, you know that like pressure and everything like that is one of the only things that kind of feels good. You want that absence of light and sound. So I got one of these eye masks that is an eye massager. I must have worn this through like 2 or 3 full battery charges. I would use it till it died, and then we charge it back up again, and then I put a different kind of mask on, just like a normal sleeping mask. And then when that one was good, I'd use it again, etc., etc. Fantastic. I love it. My wife uses it a lot as well whenever she gets a headache or just has eye tension. And honestly, it's just kind of nice. Now, the only downfall, the only negative of it is that it plays, when it's on, it plays this kind of like soft music, which is nice. But when you have a migraine headache, I just don't want any sound. So to get around that, if you guys ever buy one of these and you're like, oh, I like it, but again, I also would like it to just be quiet. All I did is the mask itself can also be connected via Bluetooth to your phone. So I would connect it to my phone so that it thinks it's getting audio from your phone. I just wouldn't play anything. Then it's quiet. It gets no sound. You get all the cool I love. That doesn't sound right, but take it. You'll take it. And it was so nice. Such a nice thing, because normally you're trying to sleep or rest or whatever, and you're constantly want to put pressure on these areas on your eyes. It did it for me. Total win. I'd get that again for sure. That one I would get again. And last, this is the last. Don't even know what number I'm on, but the last thing and this is fairly recent actually, because I started wanting to do, especially some of the vlog videos, just on my laptop. And normally I edit in my little studio room over here on my iMac, but because I wanted to just be able to do stuff on my MacBook, etc., and we've been playing with just some music in the background and doing things like that, really just to get that sound level right, I've been using some actual headphones, and I've been using the OneOdios. They're Studio 60s. Yeah, no, I'm pleased. Yeah, they've been working good, super comfortable. I can wear them for hours. They're nice and light. Got a really nice, I want to say, neutral sound to them, which again, I really appreciate. I don't want anything being amplified or modified, or headphones that are like, we'll just make them sound way more bassy than normally they would, because I need a neutral so I can play with the sound to get it to what I need it to be. And these are actually providing that. So I normally have them just kind of sitting beside my iMac, just in case I want to use them there. But easy to unplug and take with me on my laptop, go upstairs. Because sometimes my wife's or daughter is watching TV, and I want to just do some editing, but I don't want to be locked down here in the cave. So being able to go upstairs and pop my headphones on and work is good. It's good, and I'm pleased with those for sure. Very happy with those. I think they're a great addition to my workflow. Yeah, great addition. There are other things that we got this year that we use for sure, from tripods to light stands to some camera lenses to some other gizmos and gadgets. But these really are the ones that I am really, really happy that we have. If I didn't buy them on my own, which most of these ones I did, I would spend the money to get, because I do appreciate them. And that's it. Or a new snowblower. I didn't say that, but I only had to use that like twice. But good. You know what? Watch our snowblower video. Go ahead. Got it at good old Canadian Tire here in Canada. Yep. That's true. Canadian Tire. Snowblower. And I'll probably have to go out and use it today, because it's funny. It's snowing again. And it's supposed to be like on, I don't know. I don't even know what date it is. Like 2-3 days from now. I was looking at the weather. It's supposed to be like +7. Crazy. I'm just like, maybe I just won't leave the house for a couple days and it'll just all melt. Right? Yeah. All right, guys. Long video. But it is a welcome to 2022. Got to get that right. I'm going to probably say 2021 in a bunch of videos moving forward, because I'm not so used to saying it. get ready for more gear. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything in particular you'd like to see. If you have any questions on the articles, on the products, on the gadgets, on the whatevers that I spoke about, comments down below, and I'll see if I can answer them either in a comment or maybe somewhere else. Probably in a comment. Anyways, that's it. Hope 2022 is going to be awesome for each and every one of you. Hope you enjoyed our new logo. We've made a bunch, and I think we'll put a different logo depending on what we're going to talk about in the video. So if it's like tech reviews, it's going to be this kind of one that you just kind of saw. It's kind of unboxing-y. If it's just kind of me maybe doing a news one, we have a different logo. Just so the logo kind of tells you what you're getting into, right? Just a little bit. All right, my friends, I'm out. Yapping too much. I'm going to go make myself some breakfast, lunch, brunch, I guess they call it. Yep. And we'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. Possibly. I think so. Yeah. Later.